Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and in the past 24 hours or so, there have been some really monumental rulings handed down by the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Within the past day or so, the Supreme Court has said that the executive actually does have the power to ban travel from 5 different countries that were deemed dangerous. That in addition to that, that non-union workers cannot be forced to have to pay money that support union activities, and also that pro-life institutions like those out in California cannot be forced to have to try to promote some pro-abortion matters in their facilities. Now, it seems that all of those would be fairly justified here, but of course, all 3 of them have sparked absolute outrage on the American left. That includes the court's 4 liberal justices who collectively made up the minority on each of those 3 rulings. Now, of course, Democrats hate these rulings because they are in direct contrast with their personal feelings and beliefs. See, these rulings, it seems, they make them want to go back outside again, just like after President Trump was elected, and just mindlessly stare at the sky and scream. It's got some of them in their delicate little feelings. Oh, they're whining for their little cry closets and their safe spaces because they can't handle that it didn't go their way. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you've been hearing. There's been so much outrage from liberal politicians and the leftist media using all these emotional claims that they're talking about. But guess what? The reason they don't want this is just because these decisions, they're not in line with their liberal principles. But guess what? I hate to say it to all you Dems. Actually, who am I kidding? I love to say it. They are the right decisions because it is in line with the law of the land. And the law of the land in the United States of America, yeah, even when it doesn't seem like it matters, when all you liberals get in power, yeah, right now we were smart. We got conservatives in power. And guess what? Yeah, the law of the land actually does matter, no matter how much you hate it. You see, the law of the land says that the executive has the power to keep Americans safe from foreign dangers, as is the case with the travel ban. The law of the land says that the First Amendment is more than just some meaningless words on a piece of paper like you'd so often like to think that it is. So those other rulings, yeah, guess what? They're justified too. And you see, it would be nice if the liberal justices on the court would actually do their jobs and actually look at the Constitution, base their decisions off the Constitution, instead of just deciding that they want to go legislating from the bench and trying to treat the Constitution like it's no better than a piece of Charmin. Because that's pretty much what the 4 did on all 3 of these cases. And I'm not just saying this as a conservative. If there's a ruling that the Constitution backs something that I don't personally agree with it, I want the conservative justices to rule in favor of what the Constitution says, even if it doesn't give me my personally desired outcome. But in these cases, we can say thank goodness for Justice Neil Gorsuch, thank goodness for Donald Trump, but thank goodness to all of us who voted for Trump, especially knowing that he would appoint a conservative to the Supreme Court. Trust me, on this day, for the good of the United States of America, it certainly paid off. That's all the time that I have for you today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday. WTAQ, WHBL, and WSAU. Until next time, I'm out.